And now, around the world and around the corner, it's the David Bowers Awards, bringing the best in indie music to millions of listeners worldwide with your host, the David Bowers. We've got a fantastic lineup of guests, as well as our engineer extraordinaire, Nick the Geek, our entire crew here at the Asylum, and me. I'm John Bon Jovial. And now, here's the voice of indie music, the David Bowers.
Well, thank you very much there, John Bon Jovial, ladies and gentlemen, the legendary John Bon Jovial, and welcome aboard to another The David Bowers Awards show. And this is a very special one because this is our annual Native American Heritage Special. As most of you know, November is Native American Heritage Month in the United States, and we celebrate here on the David Bowers Awards by having some Native American guests join us and bring on some of their best music. And we've got some really special stuff for you this week, like this one from Annie Humphrey with Philip II. It's called They Lied.
Seeking shelter from fearful things and missing out on everything. I learned long ago there's nowhere to hide. If someone told you different, they lied.
Hard pressed from every side and the walls are closing in. Where to start, where to begin, and when will it end? My sin has got me trapped right back into the wall. Down on my knees, no strength, how can I crawl? The fall from grace, my hands in my face, tears cover my vision. Heavenly Father, what is it I'm missing? Lost and blind, left with no vision, no way to rewind. What's been done, your son needs you feeling defeated. Retreated to that deep dark place, that space abyss. My whole life flashes could've never pictured this, and it's all over just like those lies. I'm in need of the truth before I say goodbye.
Dance in the open and stand your ground. Just duck and cover from the flying rounds. My pen cuts through ignorance, I don't need no gun. My guitar is my weapon, and my words are my bombs.
The sun and the moon, the stars and the truth are not long hidden. Say goodbye to the dark, good riddance. The sun and the moon, the stars and the truth are not long hidden. Say goodbye to the dark, good riddance.
Seeking shelter from fearful things, and miss out on everything. I learned long ago there's nowhere to hide. If someone told you different, they lied.
Would you please, please come show me the truth? Would you please, please come tell me the truth? Would you please, please come show me the truth? Would you please, please come light up the truth? Would you please, please come show me the truth? Would you please, please come tell me the truth? Would you please, please come show me the truth? Would you please, please just light up the truth?
That's Annie Perry with Philip II. They Lied. Annie Humphrey, I should say, and she is Native American Awards 2018 Artist of the Year, singer and songwriter who's collaborated with a lot of Native American artists, including a guy by the name of Keith Secola, whom you're going to meet in just a few minutes, Jim Boyd, Chris Ayer on movie soundtracks, and she partnered with John Trudell on the award-winning video Spirit Horses. Her CD projects include Uncombed Hair, The Sound of Ribbons, Edge of America, and The Heron Smiled. Annie Humphrey, so glad to have her music here with us on this 2018 version of the David Bowers Awards Native American Heritage Special, the show where every show is an awards show, which makes each of our guests automatic award winners. We want to thank Titty Bingo, our house band, for providing the theme music this and every week, and we also want to thank Mary Perry up in Rochester, New York, who is a certified disability representative, and she loves the David Bowers Award show so much that she underwrites it on Rochester Free Radio, WRFZ FM 106.3, our favorite FM station up there in Rochester, New York. And hello to all our listeners in Rochester, as well as you all around the world, and you too, John Bon Jovial. How are things in Bon Jovial land?
Well, we're here in Southwest Florida, and as you know, it's fall in the other 49 states here in the country, but Florida has decided this year not to participate. We're getting, we're getting record high temperatures in the upper 80s to low 90s still, although the weather people say that it's going to get down into the 70s next week, but I'll believe it when I see it. But other than that, not that much else is new. Just, really excited about this new Native American Heritage Special that we're doing this year. And I know that we've got some wonderful musicians on tap. And I'm going to let you take it away. And we should probably get started with some pretty groovy music, don't you think?
I think so. But before we do, have our first The David Bowers Award.
Of course. How could I possibly forget that?
This week, it goes to the CMT Mentorship Program. CMT pairs emerging artists with top producers and other industry leaders. As part of its continuation of supporting emerging country artists, CMT has launched a year-long mentorship program for the industry's next rising stars. The network will extend its artist discovery initiative by hosting 12 unsigned developing country artists in its CMT studio in Nashville over 1 year to record demos with the country's leading producers in an effort to launch their careers. Once the demos are recorded, each artist will have an opportunity to learn from mentors comprised of industry leaders. Though the program is not affiliated with any label, the CMT does expect that through the mentorship program, artists will be able to play their music to label and A&R representatives. Our salute this week to the CMT Mentorship Program. We salute you, CMT. We also salute our first guest on our 2018 Native American Heritage Special, a gentleman whose name we just mentioned a few minutes ago, Mr. Keith Secola. And here is a thing by him I know you're going to love, Indian Car.
I've been driving in my Indian car with the pound of the wheels drumming in my brain. My dash is dusty, my plates are expired. Please, Mr. Officer, let me explain. I got to make it to a powwow tonight. I'll be singing 49 down by the riverside, looking for sugar, riding in my Indian car. Got my T-bird in the glove box, I ain't got no spare. Got a feather from an eagle, I ain't got no care. The road is empty and my bottle of desire. Daylight is breaking, the sun touches fire. I got to make another powwow tonight. I'll be singing 49 down by the riverside, looking for sugar, riding in my Indian car. Car is dented, the radiator steams. One headlight don't work, the radio can scream. I got a sticker that says Indian Power. I stuck it on a bumper, that's what holds my car. circuit of an Indian dream. We don't get old, we just get younger when we're flying down the highway, riding in our Indian cars, riding in our Indian cars, riding in our Indian cars.
And there you have it. That's called Indian Cars, and it's by the gentleman we're going to speak to right now, Mr. Keith Secola. Keith, come on in here and say hello.
Bonjour, everyone. Hello.
Hey, welcome aboard, Keith. So glad to have you here with us today. Love that song. This is our annual Native American Heritage Show, and we are so glad that you decided to come and share with us. Tell us, I mean, the song speaks for itself, but I got to ask you, tell us the story behind the song. That is just such a neat song.
Well, you know, the term Indian cars is almost like a connotation of, when I wrote it, it was almost a stereotype, a negative thing, and I twisted it into a positive golden light. And I seen a graffiti carved in the bathroom, and I said, you know, I need to write a song about that. And I wrote it, the verses and the choruses, and then I learned the 49 part. I think the song, I always say, you know, I wrote it fast, but it took me 20 years to learn it. and it kind of came out like that because it unfolded. And
well,
it keeps unfolding.
It does, and the neat thing about it is that you have taken a very serious subject, and you have made it something that is a little bit light without losing its context and very approachable. And you've taken the whole thing and backed it up with instrumentation, with music that is both pop-oriented and holds its Native American basics. It's an amazing weave of textures and concepts behind the message. I'm really impressed with it. It's an amazing combination, and you do keep the Native American sound pure and true throughout the whole thing.
Well, I think it rides that bridge between being an angry Indian and being a Disneyland Indian. So you got to be a real person, a real human being. And so I think it was easy in that way. It's like kindness. That's an easy thing to do.
Right. John Bon Jovial, what are your thoughts?
Well, I really like the song. It really struck me. The thing that struck me the most about it was the way that you're able to take a really contemporary rock and roll sound and intermix into it traditional Native American chants. And I've never heard anything like that before. And my friend, you pulled it off. You really did. It sounds just excellent.
Yeah, I think the physical thing about doing it, we pulled into an analog studio in Tempe. We kind of GoFunded me before it was even existed. We had some friends give us some studio time and helped us, and we booked this 24 analog studio in Tempe, and a reservation band from Ithaca, Wyoming came down, a Arapaho band, and we went in and recorded about 3 or 4 songs with the emphasis on Indian cars that day, and then we put on some soaring guitar leads and things like that, and the song became a classic. And there's an old saying, thus the gods extract for the price of a song is for us to become what we're singing. And in this case, I'm not necessarily an Indian car, but a Porsche or something like that, riding down a mythological highway.
It's an amazing song with so many context, textures, and the story it tells. I'm really impressed. And you gotta do me one thing. I want to ask you one favor, Keith. You get back into this area